we've become friends and colleagues because we come from a different perspective, and because we see the world differently. I think that that's something that we offer that's very unique. I mean, there's lots of husband and wife teams out there. There's lots of people working solo, but what we bring is two very unique perspectives. We're sort of a yin and yang personality-wise, but we're very complementary to each other, I think, as far as what we bring to the table. And I think, you know, our clients benefit from that. It's kind of interesting, as we both came from kind of diverse backgrounds, we came together on photography, and now we're sort of pulling in some of those backgrounds, like your styling background, and now that's a huge part of who we are as a company. My graphic design background, bringing that in and doing design work for people and things like that, and just the idea that it is constantly changing.
But I think that's, you know, that our work ethic is the thread that has tied us together and kept us strong all this time. So,
you know, if you have the eye, you can learn the technical, and I think that's, but that eye, and that's the thing that, you know, nowadays with all of the digital cameras and Photoshop, and everybody thinks, you know, well, Uncle Joe has the same camera as you do, why can't he take the same picture? It's the eye. I mean, that's what it really comes down to.
what was it that professor said? He said, what makes you different? You had intuition, and the eye, was that the things that
intuition,
made you?
eye, and experience.
Yeah. And we're like kamikaze, because if we get to a situation, I think because we've had that background, we're like, oh my gosh, we just need light right here, or we just need this to be shifted. Even if we don't have the equipment, we can make it happen because we know what we need to get the picture to where it needs to be. And we can make it work with whatever we find, which to me is much more comforting than if I knew that the artist that I was depending on for my picture only could make it work if they had a super duper lens and a very controlled environment. You know,
or that the fact that they were going to have to manufacture this moment afterwards.
After the fact.
Because, I mean, I don't know if it's just me and my eye and looking at pictures for 20 plus years, but I can see something that was real
added
and something that was kind of made. You know, I mean, I think that that's why what we do is a perfect fit, because there is the element of, okay, you're shooting a wedding or something, you have to get the real moments, the real emotion. But at the same time, this is taking these people and making them a bride and groom, which is an iconic thing, which is something that is above and beyond who they are on a regular basis. So let's take them to a different level. Let's bring them photographically to a different level, show them as a work of art in and of themselves. And I think that's where the directing and your theater background and posing and seeing light and seeing design, you know, we are creating a piece of art. They just happen to be our subject.
And then we do our ode to Helmut Newton in our boudoir
Absolutely.
shoots. So we get a little of both, and it makes me happy.
The satisfaction that I get from doing what I do is so above and beyond any other job I've ever had, anything else I've ever been paid to do. I mean, usually you have an employer who is fussing at you because you didn't make your sales goals or something like that. I have people weeping in joy when you deliver their work to them. And then coming back to the fact that the whole process is enjoyable and fun and what I have always wanted to do and now, you know, get to do and have been doing for 10 years. And so I think that that certainly negates any of the negatives about working till 1 a.m.
And sleep, as you
Sleep
say,
deprivation.
sleep is entirely overrated.